Welcome everyone. In our last class we have observed one numerical that is related with the psychromatic terms. Now in today's session I would like to brief you with the example that is related with the psychromatic process. So let's begin our today's session with the given data. So here we have example number 1. Given data, the atmospheric air at dry bulb temperature 20 degree and wet bulb temperature 10 degree enters the heating coil whose surface temperature is 38 degrees. So in given data we have dry bulb temperature and wet bulb temperature with us at inlet of cooling coil, that is 20 degree and 10 degree respectively. Then after cooling coil surface temperature with us, that is 38 degree, the bypass factor of heating coil is 4. So we have value of bypass factor, that is x is equal to 0.4. But you can say BPF is equal to 0.4. We need to find dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, relative humidity of air that is leaving from the coil, and we need to also find the sensible heat added to the air per kg of dry air. Okay. So to solve this type of example, you need psychrometric chart. First thing. Okay. So just bring psychrometric chart and try to solve this type of example. Okay. So here in given data, as I mentioned, that we have dry bulb temperature with us, that is 20 degree, wet bulb is equal to 10 degree, cooling coil surface temperature, that is, let's say TD3 is equal to 38, and after bypass factor BPF, or you can say x is equal to 0.4, and we need to find the different parameter at the outlet of cooling coil. Sorry, heating coil, not cooling coil. Okay. So to solve example, first task that we need to perform is to locate point number 1, which indicate the condition of air at the inlet of heating coil. So to plot point number 1, we need psychrometric graph. Okay, so here we have a psychrometric graph with us. Okay, so to locate point number 1, we have two data, dry bulb and wet bulb. Dry bulb is 20 degree. So you need to plot 20 degree dry bulb temperature line like this. Then after 10 degree wet bulb temperature line. So just observe the 10 degree on psychrometric chart and try to plot downward incline constant wet bulb temperature line which indicate 10 degree wet bulb temperature. Okay, so here we have a wet bulb temperature line. So the intersection of both the line, dry bulb and wet bulb, will give us the condition of air which is entered inside the heating coil. So here we have a point number 1 with us, or you can say condition of air that is entered inside the duct of heating coil. Now to plot point number 2, okay, we need to observe the temperature at the outlet of heating coil, okay, which is not given, we need to find. But the examiner mentioned that the bypass factor value which is equal to 0.4 while the cooling coil surface temperature is 38 degree. Based on this, we are able to identify the air temperature at the outlet of heating coil. So just try to calculate TD2, okay, and locate one line here like this. First locate point 3, okay, 38 degree 8. Because heating coil surface temperature is 38, so from 38 degree draw one vertical line and now connect 1, 2, 3 like this. Clear? Now, as I told you, we have bypass factor, and based on the formula of bypass factor, okay, just to calculate value of TD2, because bypass factor x is equal to TD3 minus TD2 divided by TD3 minus TD1, like formula, okay, that we have already derived in our previous class during the discussion of bypass factor. So based on this, you need to calculate TD2, okay. So just calculate and try to locate the dry bulb temperature at the outlet of heating coil on psychrometric graph, okay. So here we have point number 2 based on the calculation from the bypass. Okay. Now you need to calculate the enthalpy in order to identify the amount of heat addition. Okay. So just here I have plotted two dashed lines to identify the value of enthalpy. So just plot two parallel lines like this and read the value of enthalpy. Okay. So once we have this thing, you are able to calculate the different parameters of the outlet of cooling coil, like dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, enthalpy, specific volume, and after relative humidity likewise. Okay. So as I told you that from the bypass factor we are able to calculate value of TD2. So we have a equation like this: bypass factor is equal to TD3 minus TD2 divided by TD3 minus TD1. So just put the value of TD3, TD1 in bypass factor. You will get TD2 is equal to 30.8. Okay, which I have located on psychrometric graph. Okay, using red color line. Just observe the previous slide. Okay. First of all, we have located point number 1. Then after point number 3 and 38 degree. Now based on the bypass factor that I have shown you. Okay. We have value of TD2 with us, that is 30.8. So just identify 30.8 on psychrometric graph and plot one vertical line like this. And the intersection of this line with the line that is connecting 1 to 3 is point number 2, which indicate the condition of air at the outlet of heating coil. Okay. Now we have point number 1, 2, 3 with us. Now we need to find the amount of heat added to the air. Okay. So we need to focus on enthalpy. So to identify the enthalpy, we need to plot two enthalpy lines like this from point number 2 and point number 1. Okay, just read the value of enthalpy, and the difference of enthalpy will gives you the amount of heat that you are added during the heating process. Okay, so it is all about the psychrometric graph. Okay, just you need to locate the different point on the graph. Once you have grip on this, then you are able to calculate any example thoroughly. Okay, so as per the discussion, here we have a value of TD2 with us, that is 30.8 degree. Okay, then from point number 2, we have value of wet bulb with us, that is 14.4 degrees centigrade. Then after value of relative humidity with us, that is 12%. Okay, now enthalpy. Okay, from enthalpy we are able to calculate the heat added to the air. So here, value of H1 and H2 from the psychrometric graph with us, that is 40.1 and 29.2. Okay, H2 is equal to be 40.1 and H1 is equal to be 29.2. So we have both the value with us. Just subtract, you will get amount of heat added is equal to be 10.9 kilojoule per kg. So it is all about the example that is related with the psychrometric chart. Okay, so to solve the example that is based on the psychrometric process, you need to use the psychrometric chart. Without the psychrometric chart, you are not able to solve this type of example. Okay, and to solve this example thoroughly, you need to identify each and every line. Okay, and you say how to plot wet bulb temperature line on psychrometric graph. Tell me. You can say downward incline. Now, how to plot relative humidity line on psychrometric graph? You can say curvilinear line indicate the relative humidity. Now, how to plot dew point temperature line? Simple horizontal line indicate the dew point temperature line as well as specific humidity line. Likewise, all the parameters you need to know. I mean to say you need to identify the different line in the psychrometric graph. Once you have clear knowledge regarding the identification, then and then you are able to plot the psychrometric graph for particular process, whether it is heating or cooling, or you can say humidification, yeah, cooling or humidification, okay, etc. So it is all about the example that is related with the psychrometric graph. Okay, I think it's clear to all. Okay, so now let's begin with the example number 2. So here we have data of 50 meter cube of air per minute at 30 degree dry bulb temperature and the 20 degree wet bulb temperature is passed over the cooling coil whose surface temperature is 5 degree. So in the given data we have dry bulb, wet bulb at inlet with us, that is 30 and 20 respectively, as well as we have volume for it with us, that is V1 is equal to 50 meter cube per minute. Then after cooling coil surface temperature is 5 degree. Then after the cooling coil capacity is 3.5 tons of refrigeration effect under the given condition, we need to identify dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature of air leaving the cooling coil as well as bypass factor. So in the given data, as I told you, we have a volume flow rate V1 with us, that is 50 meter cube per minute. Dry bulb temperature TD1 is equal to with 30 degree. Wet bulb temperature at 20 degree. T ADP, or you can say simple ADP or TD3 is equal to be 5 degree. Okay, then after cooling capacity of plant, that is 12.25 kilowatt, because 1 ton is equal to be 3.5 ton. So 3.5 kilowatt. So 3.5 ton is equal to be, you can say 12.25 kilowatt. We need to determine the dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, and the bypass factor with the outlet of cooling coil. So again, to solve this example, we need to utilize the psychrometric graph. Okay, so let's begin with the solution. So here we have a psychrometric graph. In order to locate point number 1, we need to plot one dry bulb temperature line, that is at 30 degree, and one wet bulb temperature line at 20 degree. So here we have both the line with us, dry bulb as well as wet bulb line. The intersection of dry bulb and wet bulb gives us the point number 1. Okay. Now the cooling coil surface temperature is given, that is 5 degree. So you need to connect point number 1 with the 5 degree. So here I have connect point number 1 with the 5 degree like this, and the intersection of this line with the saturation curve, let's say 3, or you can say point number 3, which indicate the apparatus dew point temperature ADP, or you can say cooling coil surface temperature. Now we have to find the different parameter at outlet. Let's say dry bulb at outlet. To find the dry bulb at outlet, we have a cooling coil capacity with us, that is Q. Q is equal to, you can say, mass flow rate multiplied by enthalpy difference, that is H1 minus H2. Okay, so we have value of H1 with us from the graph, because we have point number 1 with us. So just we need to identify the value of enthalpy at point 1 and point 3, and likewise parameter, different parameter at point 1 and 3, because both the point is with us. So just identify different properties at point 1 and point 3. Then after, we know that the cooling coil capacity QC is equal to, here you can see cooling coil capacity QC is equal to mass flow rate multiplied by H1 minus H2. Okay, but we know that the mass flow rate is equal to be volume flow rate divided by specific volume. Okay, so before going toward the calculation of enthalpy, you need to calculate the mass flow rate. That is nothing but the capital V1 divided by small v1. Small v1 is nothing but the specific volume at point 1. So we have location of point 1 and point 3 with us. So from the psychrometric graph, H1 is equal to be 57 kJ per kg, H3 is equal to be 18.8 kJ per kg, while the specific volume V1 is equal to be 0.874 meter cube per kg, because we have plotted graph. Okay, if you want to observe the graph, okay, just observe. Okay, in previous slide, here we have location of point number 1 and 3. So measure all the parameters at point 1 and 3, and based on the identification of different parameters, here we have value of H1, H3 and V1 with us. So based on this, the mass flow rate is equal to capital V1 divided by small v. Capital V is 50, small v is 0.847, and based on that, mass flow rate is equal to be 0.9535 kg per second, and based on the mass flow rate and the cooling coil capacity, okay, we have value of H2 with us, that is 44.15 kJ per kg, because heat absorption rate is equal to the mass flow rate multiplied by enthalpy difference. We have enthalpy H1 with us, mass flow rate with us, then after total capacity of plant with us. Based on this, we have H2 is equal to be 4.15 kJ per kg. Now we have value of H2 with us. So on psychrometric graph, just locate the value of H2 and connect the value of H2 with the line, that is 1 to 3. Okay, I mean to say, just observe the previous slide like this. We have 1 to 3 line. Now you need to locate enthalpy line, that is 44.15. Okay, so just identify and connect this enthalpy line with the line 1 like this. I mean to say, you need to plot one constant enthalpy line at 44.15 kJ per kg, so you will get point number 2 here. Now measure the dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, and all the related parameter here. Okay, and you will able to identify different property outlet. Okay, so based on the measurement here, you can see I have plotted one dotted line which indicates the driver value at point number 2. Similar to identify wet bulb and all the asked parameters. Okay, so here you can see based on the value of enthalpy, okay, the value of dry bulb is equal to be 21.4 degree, wet bulb is equal to be 15.6 degree. Now the bypass factor x is equal to be, you can say TD2 minus TD3 divided by TD1 minus TD3, or you can say vice versa. We have derived equation in our previous class, so you are known very well that how to deal with the bypass factor. Okay, so based on this, okay, bypass factor is equal to TD2 minus TD3 divided by TD1 minus TD3. We have all parameters with us, namely TD2, TD3, TD1. So just put the value here, and you will get bypass factor is equal to be 0.656. Okay, so it is all about the numerical that is related with the cyclomatic process. Likewise, you need to observe the whole process thoroughly, and you need to solve the example that is related with the whole process. Okay, just you need cyclomatic graph, and you need the knowledge that is related with the different process. Okay, thank you.